Hey, this is TW with Data Outfitters, and today I want to talk about Visual Basic 6 and making it as object-oriented as possible and centralizing your code. So let's just say we have an application here, and it's got a bunch of stuff that's pretty involved, and we've got multiple forms that do things, and we want to change. Let's just say we want to change this text here from another form. So the classic way to do this would be to let's just create another form, which we have. So we're going to say open the second form, and we'll call this menu open, and we will say, when you click that, to say form change dot show. Okay, and when we run this and we click on that, form change goes ahead, it shows. It doesn't do anything, but it shows. So then we go into form change and we put a text box in here, and we change the text to something we'll recognize. It's like skookum chuck, my favorite word. And then we make a button here that says change the text. So we'll just change the name of it or the display. CHNGE text, Chinese there or something. Change text, and then we go in button, the button code that happens when you click the button, and we say form main dot text one dot text equal. There's a text one on this one that says skookum chuck. We're done. That's all you have to do to make this work the easy way. It's wrong. If I had multiple forms changing items on the main form, it's going to be impossible to, well, not impossible, but difficult to debug, difficult to maintain. It's spaghetti code. You're not doing any kind of encapsulation, anything. So the correct way to do that would be go into form change, and we're going to create an event. So we'll go into the general declarations, and we'll say public event change text. Then we're going to pass in by val my string as string. Okay, so now when this event gets fired, whatever's in my string is going to be sent off to whatever's listening to the event, in which case will be form main. So now we're going to go into the button here, and we'll say raise that event. So we'll go raise event change text, and we'll pass in the text in text 1, which is skookum chuck. Misspelled, of course. Now we need to go back to form main, and what we're going to do is create this secondary form variable of this form. So what we will do is we will say, I'm in the correct form here. We're going to make a private variable with events. We're going to call it m form second, or form change, as form change. Okay, so now we have created a variable in form main that is an instance of form change. We are using object-oriented programming here. Now we're going to go up into this menu item, and we're going to say, we're going to create that variable as an instance. So we will say, if we can get this thing to go where we want it to, set mform change equal new form change. Now, what we need to do is make form change display itself. So we're going to go back here and we're going to add a procedure called sub display. Okay, and there all we're going to do is say me dot show 1. So when we call this sub display, this form will display itself. We get back in here into this menu item and we want to say form change dot sub display. Okay, now we should have everything wired together. We've got our event, we're raising our event. I'm going to put some code there, but what we didn't do is catch that event. So once we get to this main form, when we created that variable, it now automatically made this code for us. This is capturing the event. So what we want to do here is say text1 dot text equal the string that we're passing in, which is my string. Okay, so I'm going to put a break there. I'm going to put a break here, and we're going to run this. So when I do this, it created this form as a variable of the main form. It displayed itself, and now we're going to raise this event. So we raise this event, and then we capture it here. You can see this says Skookumchuck. Then we go to here, and this was passed in, this was passed in, and now text 1 says Skookumchuck. So that's the correct way to use secondary forms as objects, as variables of the primary form. And in this manner, you do not have spaghetti code going all over the place. All of your code is centralized. Everything that gets changed actually happens in the primary form. And it's much easier to maintain. So, all right. Well, thank you very much.